Yo, you guys, welcome back to another video. This is Michigan Sports Talk here, and before we get into this one, we're just going to be talking about Jim Harbaugh's new contract extension and all of his incentives and what it means for the future of Michigan football. But before we get into that, I greatly appreciate it if you guys could hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for 300 plus views on the last video, and we gained couple subscribers as well, so thank you guys so much, and this motivates me more and more to make videos. So yeah, pretty much today we're just gonna be taking a look at Jim Harbaugh's new contract and going through his incentives. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so here we go. Year 1 in the contract, he'll be making $4 million without all the incentives added. And then year 2 will be making $4,101,850. Year 3 he would make $4,206,756. Year 4 would be $4,314,808, and year 5 would be $4,426,102. And yeah, also the buyout decreases, but we'll get into that after we go through all the incentives, which will pretty much, you know, give him more money to where he was making almost like $8 million. So yeah, and let's get right into the incentives here. So we can do this every single year, these incentives. So pretty much you can just add on to what he's making per year. So if he wins Coach of the Year in the Big Ten, he would make an extra $50,000. If he wins National Coach of the Year, he would make he would add an extra $75,000. The academic progress rate, he could make an extra $150,000. And if he won the Big Ten East outright, he would make $500,000. Big Ten champions would be $1 million. So that's huge right there. That's pretty much like saying beating Ohio State. But if he makes a New Year's Six bowl game, that would add $200,000. College football semifinal, $500,000. College football playoff champions, $1 million. So yeah, that's pretty much all of his incentives right there. But yeah, so with all of those incentives added up, the max he could make out of all those incentives, so if he gets them all, he would make an extra $3,475,000 added on to that $4 million he makes every year. So that's $7,475,000 in the first year, and then it keeps going up gradually throughout the years. This is a 5-year contract, and so yeah, the maximum compensation for the first year would be $7,475,000. Second year would be $7,576,850. Third year would be $7,681,756, and fourth year would be $7,789,808, and the last year, if you would stay throughout that contract, would be $7,901,102. And also the buyout also decreases. So year 1 it would be $4 million buyout. Year 2 would be $3 million buyout. Year 3, $2 million. Year 4, $1 million, and year 5 would be 0. So yeah, that is pretty much his whole contract right there. And so yeah, now I'm just gonna explain my opinion on that contract and you know, how I feel about Jim Harbaugh in upcoming years at Michigan. I know a lot of fans wanted him gone after this year, but you know, I feel like in college sports, you just got to be patient. I know us Michigan fans have been really patient for getting to the playoffs, but you know, he had really good years here. It's not like he did terrible every single year. I think everybody looks at last year, you know, the 2-4 season, terrible season in year 6, and I think everybody just looks at that and doesn't take for granted like 2018. That season was great, even though we got blown out by Ohio State. 2019 wasn't that bad. Only lost like 3-4 games, I think. 2016 was awesome. Should have went to the playoffs, but lost that spot against Ohio State. So just unfortunate things has happened in his career at Michigan, but I think we can trust him to get us to the playoffs. I just, if you give him time with this recruiting class coming in, it might not be next year, might not be in 2 years, but all I want from next year out of Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines football team is to just get to that point where when you play Ohio State, whoever wins Michigan Ohio State will go to the Big Ten championship. That's all I want to get back to next year, and then the following year I want to win the Big Ten championship, probably go to the playoffs if you win the Big Ten championship. And then his third year, you should be in the playoffs at least by his third year in this contract. That's my expectations for Jim Harbaugh. I know, everybody wants it like next year. They want it as soon as possible, but you got to still stay patient throughout this 5-year contract here. I also think that, looking back, we've just gotten blown out by Ohio State the last 2 times we played them. We didn't play them this year, but probably a good thing we didn't. Anyways, but yeah, I think everybody just looks back at the 2 years we just gotten blown out, didn't even compete with them really. I think we just gotta, take our eyes off the past and just look at the future of Michigan football, and hopefully, we don't get embarrassed ever again like that against Ohio State under Harbaugh. And it's not like Harbaugh doesn't want to win. He really does. And I just think people, think he should get that, what he had back in the day, yelling at the refs and everything and losing his mind. It's not like it's gone, but he just doesn't really show it that much anymore after that 2016 season. But that's really not even the point. Just get back to winning and beating Ohio State is really the point. Yeah, when you look back, 2016 was a great year. 2018 got blown out. 2019 we got blown out. 2017 was actually a close year. Even though that team sucked. 2015 wasn't really good. So you just go through the years, and I think we just look back at the last 2 times we played and we just gotten blown out. We need to get back to the point where we can actually compete with them and we're actually in the game. And once we get back to that point, I think the fans will start getting back hope. Because right now I just feel like Ohio State's in the championship game. We got blown out last 2 years we played them, and it's just like no hope to beating Ohio State in these next years. So if you guys have made it this far into the video, I greatly appreciate it. If you guys could go ahead and hit that subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. Pretty much just ranting about my opinion on Michigan football and Jim Harbaugh's contract and the future of Michigan football, so I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover is his contract and my thoughts on Michigan football and the future of this team. I think we got I think we'll be better next year. We can only go up from here. This year was just a down year. Young players on defense. Defense really sucked, and hopefully, this new defensive coordinator can come in and help out the defense, help out the secondary, and because we really need it. And I think Jim Harbaugh has to get back to that, reliable defense days. Like back in 2015 and 16, our defense was stellar, and we really relied on our defense a lot in 2016 because our offense was good enough to score points and win games, but our defense really kept the momentum on our side. So I think we could get back to that, or if we could get back to those days, that'd be awesome. I think I'm going to end the video there, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. I would go on longer, but I kind of just want to make this video nice and short here. We just went over Jim Harbaugh's contract and my opinion on Michigan football. Let me know down in the comments section below what your guys' thoughts on Harbaugh's contract and the future of Michigan football is. I really like to see the comments on my videos. Thank you guys so much. And so yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button. Be covering Michigan football and basketball here. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you guys in the next video. Peace.